You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Hey everyone, let's talk about the exciting start of the 2025 National League Championship Series, where the Milwaukee Brewers are taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. On paper, it might seem like David versus Goliath, a scrappy team with a modest payroll facing off against a star-studded lineup filled with household names. But the story from the regular season tells a different tale. The Brewers swept the Dodgers in all 6 matchups and ended the season with an MLB best 97 wins, earning them the top seed in the National League. So it's far from a guaranteed win for LA despite their superstar roster. The Brewers' strength lies in their speed, defense, and contact hitting. They may not have the flashiest names, but they've consistently turned ordinary plays into game-changing moments. Whether it's a diving catch to stop a rally, or stretching a grounder into an extra base. This team thrives on making the most out of every opportunity, and that same tenacity carried them past the Cubs in a 5-game NLDS. For Game 1 of the NLCS, the Brewers have announced that left-hander Aaron Ashby will take the mound. This sets the stage for a bullpen-heavy approach, which has worked for them before, especially with off days in the division series. Following Ashby, starter Quinn Priester is expected to pitch at some point in the game, with a probability manager Pat Murphy jokingly pegged at 71%. Freddie Peralta is slated for Game 2, while the rest of the rotation beyond that remains flexible. Jose Quintana, returning from a calf injury, is expected to be available, but the Brewers are keeping their options open with a mix of relievers and starters to manage innings and matchups effectively. Veteran Brandon Woodruff won't be available due to a lat strain, though he remains optimistic about returning later in the postseason. The Brewers also have a handful of pitchers like Jacob Misiorowski, Chad Patrick, and Robert Gasser ready to step in if the situation demands. This mix-and-match strategy has been part of Milwaukee's identity, allowing them to stay competitive even with a smaller payroll and fewer marquee names. The Dodgers, on the other hand, will start Blake Snell and Yoshinobu Yamamoto in Games 1 and 2 in Milwaukee, leaving Shohei Ohtani and Tyler Glasnow for games back at Dodger Stadium. While the Dodgers are fully healthy and loaded with talent, the Brewers know how to challenge them, and past success against LA gives them confidence. So as the NLCS begins at American Family Field, Milwaukee is prepared to rely on smart pitching, solid defense, and opportunistic hitting to extend their playoff run. Game 1 promises to be a fascinating battle between two teams that couldn't be more different on paper, but are both hungry for a shot at the World Series. The series is set to kick off Monday at 8:03 p.m. Eastern Time, with coverage on TBS, True TV, and HBO Max. It's going to be a test of strategy, endurance, and pure baseball instincts, and the Brewers are ready to prove they belong on the biggest stage. Stay subscribed for more videos.